Hey guys, this is Money Value. My name is Olga, and today let's talk about 3 investments that can bring you profit for life. I know there is a problem of fear of commitment, I totally get it. When you hear words for life or forever, it makes you think twice before doing something. I see the key reason in need to take responsibility here. If you get married forever, you have to take care of your spouse even if something bad happens. If you go to college, you spend lots of money and you think that you have to make it worth it. But what if I told you that some forevers bring you joy, or in this case, income? You wouldn't be wrong to say that I'm about to give a talk about investment. One can say that it's like wine, the older, the better. It's not completely true, you also have to be careful with what exactly you invest in, but you get the point. When you do that, you get profit for years, whatever it is. So, the very first thing you need to think about in your 20s, not Tesla shares, but your education. If you're in college, that's great, but there's way more to it. You're lucky if you have already found your niche. In that case, do everything to improve your skills. If you're into web design, don't stop at the basics. Even if money it brings you right now looks like enough. Find a course, bootcamp, study new programs. In other words, invest in your skills and let the $1,000 grow 10 times. When you buy a course, you basically buy your skills and it potentially increases your income. The point is, the more you learn to do now, the better you can achieve in the future. Here, I want to give an example from my life. When I just came to the US, I was 18 years old and had just $300 in my pocket, which was only enough to pay for the first week of hostel in New York, buy food, and uniform for work. I didn't really have time to think and started working in a hospitality business for just a minimum wage in order to at least have money for life. Long story short, at some point I saved a coin and decided to take a bootcamp. And believe me, it was the best investment in myself that I have ever made in my life. Thanks to that decision, I work in the IT business, enjoy it a lot, and I'm able to set and reach my goals. And investing goals, of course. And the best thing is that I didn't have to take a huge student loan and study for many years. Plus, I was able to do it online. It took me some months to learn and about half of a year to find a job in this business. But I have realized that boot camps and courses are a new effective way of education in the 21st century. So even now, I like to constantly learn new things the same way. I think it's a great example of investment in education. Not academical, but still. By the way, maybe you or your friends learned to do something new and made money on that. If you do, share the stories in the comments. It would definitely be inspirational. And that learning new stuff thing also applies to languages. The benefits of learning languages are undeniable. Foreign language study enhances listening skills and memory, also gives the ability to participate more effectively and responsibly in multicultural world. And it's a common knowledge that learning languages is easier when you're young. One more thing, it's not really about education, but it's definitely about actions. Do you have a hobby? Well, invest in it. There is a good chance one day it might become your job. Even if it doesn't, hobbies are about joy, so invest in your joy. We all need to take time off, and if you have things you're excited to do in your free time, it would be a great alternative to doing nothing in your free time. So, if you're into snowboarding, think about getting the equipment. Maybe one day you'll meet your employer in the mountains, you'll bond, and he'll give you a dream job. Well, the chances are low, but what you definitely get is an amazing experience. I bet it would be as exciting for you as it is for me when you press that like button or share my videos with your friends. There is a saying, live fast, die young. But what happens if you don't die young? If you're planning on having a good time in the future, I suggest you to make a present for your 40th birthday right now. And that would be buying shares. Buy however much you can and then forget about them. While years come by, your stocks will be bringing you dividends that you better reinvest, and they also grow in price, of course if you choose your stocks wisely. So when you are 40, you'll be thankful. We have 2 ways of dealing with the stock market here. Since you don't have enough experience, either you leave it to the professionals or learn how to do it. The first one is easy, you give your money to someone else, that someone else does all the heavy lifting, not for free of course. If this is the path you wish to take, please be aware of scammers. I'm on the board for the second one, which includes learning how to do it yourself. It means watching hundreds of videos, reading thousands of articles, and probably making many mistakes. and then you become experienced. So now you might be interested in investing in dividend-paying companies, such as the ones I was talking about in the previous videos. By the way, the link to the video about dividends is here. The second way is buying cheap stocks of new companies, but it's a bit more risky. However, if you are 100% sure you are looking at the next Tesla, do proceed. If you are right, you are looking at crazy growth. Like with Tesla, their share price were like about 300 less than 6 months ago. Now it's almost 880. If you are wrong and it's not the next Tesla, well, at the very least, you'll get experience. And one more thing, don't be too aggressive. Be confident but not aggressive. Find your own style. Don't invest all that you have. Just take the amount you are not afraid to lose and take risks only when it's reasonable. Be wise and don't let investment become gambling. I'm sure you'll do great in life, just as great as smashing the like button. Oh, and don't be greedy. Share this video with your friends. If you really want to know what you have to buy now, think about your future. You might be renting an apartment or house right now and have no problems with that, but think about it this way. At the end, this money don't bring you any benefit. However, when you are taking a mortgage, that same amount of monthly payment could go towards a big benefit, which is owning your place. You might be interested in getting it now, but think it's expensive. You're both right and wrong. I've already talked about it in the previous videos. You can buy the whole building, live in one of its apartments, and rent all the rest of them, which would allow you to pay the mortgage, cover your monthly payment, and maybe even have something left for your own expenses. Of course, you might not have enough money to make a down payment right now, but I just think it can be a good idea which is worth working towards. Personally, I consider such a thing in future. Over the years, when you finally make it through all the payments, you'll have the whole building just for yourself. You can keep renting it out and have a wonderful source of passive income. Needless to say, there is a tendency of price hikes in real estate, so there is a good chance that 10 apartments you buy today will equal like 15 of them over the years. I might be exaggerating here, but it's true, they do get more expensive over the years. So it really is a wonderful investment. You know what else is a wonderful investment? Smashing the like button to help this channel grow and create more interesting content. Really guys, I would be grateful for that. Thank you, I'll see you soon, take care.